Okay guys, so we're still struggling through silage harvest, and it's honestly a good struggle, because the reason we're struggling is because of moisture. So it's been awesome. Been getting really frustrated lately though with the forecast, because Sunday was supposed to be like 60, I think it was supposed to be 63 and rainy all day. When I'm getting into the lows, damn near the low 70s, and 0 raindrops fell. And then Monday, yesterday, was supposed to be in the low 80s or upper 70s and sunny. And it rained and rained and rained until about 2 o'clock it finally quit. Now when I say rain though, I mean it's more of a heavy drizzle. Just enough you need windshield wipers. Not enough to actually total up to anything at all. I think just south of us they got an actual shower, but here it was just enough to really screw up the plans. So we had trucks coming to the field and everything, and then all of a sudden we get a phone call from the packer man. He goes, "Hey, the pit's a mess, it's muddy." And about that time it started raining at the field. Yeah, so it was frustrating, but not like we can do anything about it, right? Either way, hopefully between today and tomorrow we can wrap up harvest. Fields where the swather guys were cutting yesterday before the rain out. So yeah, they're getting them ready. Hopefully here in a little bit the moisture will burn off, they can kind of get going. That's kind of the frustrating part right now, is we're getting these dews in the morning, which are great for everything else except getting an early start on silage. It's nice though, because we're getting ready to start doing a lot of haying over the next 10 days. Try and finish up first cutting. We were laughing so hard yesterday. We are about halfway done with our first cutting, which is insanely late. But when you put so much time and attention to silage, it's hard to keep the hay crew going too. But we're about halfway done with first cutting. We got neighbors already started second cutting. That's how far behind we are. Oh, but it'll be nice if this moisture can kind of hang around, because then you can have a dew for baling. Because it really sucks to have really good hay on the ground and then have to bale it bone dry because there is no dew. Now the solution to that is obviously a steamer, but steamer costs the same amount as another baler. It's not a point that we're at just yet. Maybe soon, but not yet. Oh, finally, 10 o'clock, we are on the move. So, yesterday, like I was saying, we got rained out after all the trucks were already here. That was really nice. All them guys showed up and got absolutely 0 loads. And then woke up today with the heavy dew. So waited it out. Finally, it's time to go. On the big plus side yesterday, though, because we got rained out, we were able to take a little bit of time, give this chopper a little oven, brand new teeth in it. An all new set of knives. Bart and Cameron did it in 2.5 hours, which is pretty damn fast. So, here we go. 2 days, and we're done. Didn't take long to run out of trucks. But on the plus side, it's giving Blanca a chance to jump ahead, because she only had like 1 row made whenever I showed up, and 1 more row made by the time Glenn got here. So this will give her a chance to really get going. See a neighbor over there, right above Glenn, kind of over in that region. Starting to rake, so that gives me hope that our field that we butchered with the triple mower, hopefully we can rake it in the morning, get it baled off, get started moving through the hay, because like I said, we got a lot of hay to go in the next 10 days. Be nice to get that wrapped up pretty quick. And on top of all that, second cutting, our early stuff is already getting really tall. It's going to be ready to swath here before too long. I got feed that needs sprayed as soon as the ground dries. I've got hay that needs sprayed like now, but I hate jumping back and forth between row crops and hay because I spend a lot of time cleaning that sprayer to try and prevent any cross-contamination, because if alfalfa just smells some of those chemicals I use, it'll wither away and die. So gotta be real careful jumping back and forth there. Anyway, I'm gonna see what I got for snacks because I'm getting hungry. We're on the next field. It's another organic field. And I don't know if you know this, organic is a word that comes from an ancient silage proverb. Roughly translated, it means big tons. Boom! Scratch off another 120 acres. Now, 35 acres to go today, because we're not going to get to the last bit. It's already 2:30. 25 acres to go. Let's go knock that out. Then our harvest, or our crops, are done. All we'll have left is one more custom pivot for tomorrow. We'll head to the next field here. Let's check in with Cam, see what kind of random footage he's got for us. Should be interesting. Well, that was something, huh? Okay, on to the next field. This part of the field is very nerve-wracking. This is a known seep area. Last thing we want to do is sink a truck. Pretty sure that's the last thing Trevor wants to do too. Luckily, it seems to be pretty firm this year. What do you know? We're in a drought, seep areas go away, right? Oh man, hell of a crop. Scratch another one off the list. Who would have thought? You abandon a field twice? Doesn't yield very good. We're gonna go ahead and call it today, though. It is 3:30, and just found out we got an additional 100 acres to do tomorrow. So now it's a full day. So it should be interesting. We'll have to push to just get done. I damn near get ran over by Hector. Aren't they pretty? Alright, I want to bring you guys in here to show you this. So this is my corn head, because Glenn's hopefully is ready to go. It's used. I hate buying used headers, but it is what it is. So, welding key stock on to build up the points, because those are high wear areas. This one obviously is missing because we take it off to weld up the backside of all those points going down. So we'll have to take all those off to do the same. But the guys have been going through this just whenever they can. Blanca's spent a lot of time on it this week. It's got all new cleaners, which probably, oh, there they are. I was gonna say, probably not even gonna be able to see any of them. So these are what cleans out like all the transition areas. So it's got all new cleaners, welded up points, gear oils look good. They cleaned or sandblasted the clutches, so they're good to go. So yeah, that header's good. We still got to rewire the zern because some dipshit backed away with it still hooked up and ripped the wiring harness all to hell. But I mean, I really don't know who would be dumb enough to do something like that. We now interrupt this farming video for a brief T-ball timeout. And welcome back to your regularly scheduled programming of farming. For those of you out there that are just dying to know, we smoked the other team in T-ball. Mainly because we had like 10 players and they had 6. And in T-ball, everybody bats, everybody runs the bases. So if you got more players, you automatically win. Oh, but this field right here is our only oat field we're gonna bale. This is one you guys saw me spray. Now let's go check some hay and check on another situation. Okay, so this is the field that got butchered by the triple mower. We actually had Maddie come the next day and re-swath it with our swather to make sure it was good to go. Apparently Tiny Man wants to check some hay too. Yeah, that's crunchy. So this field will go in the morning. Okay, field number 2 is dry. So we can bale both fields like I was hoping. This is the farm. Well, that's the field right there that I was joking all that land and we made 2 half loads. Well, it's because we put all the water on the alfalfa and it's producing. So that is really nice. First year farm to be pulling a good crop off of it. But either way, so now I got to get a bale crew figured out. Silage tomorrow just got a little more complicated because we actually just added another 25-acre field. So to start the day, we've got like a 15-mile move to do 100 acres. And we're only guessing it's 100 acres. It might be more. Then about a 10-mile move to do 120. Then a 10-mile move to do the last 25. So silage went from relatively easy day to a very long day. Tiny guy's just running like crazy. I'm gonna go home and try and go to bed because tomorrow's gonna be a long day. Talk to you guys in a few hours.